This is an SOS, a Morse code distress signal used internationally that was originally established for maritime use. SOS, when it was first agreed upon by the International Radio Telegraphic Convention in 1906, was merely a distinctive Morse code sequence and was initially not an abbreviation. Later, in popular usage, it became associated with mnemonic phrases such as "save our souls" and "save our ship." Moreover, due to its high-profile use in emergency, the phrase SOS has entered general usage to informally indicate a crisis or the need for action. For me, an SOS means simply "send help." In today's video, we will dive deep into the topic of loneliness with the help from one of my favorite bands of all time, The Police, and their most known single from Reggatta de Blanc album, Message in a Bottle. Fun fact, Reggatta de Blanc loosely translates in French to white reggae, and if you will listen to the whole album, you will understand why. I highly recommend doing that after watching this video. I will leave a link in the description. Message in a Bottle has been written by the band's lead singer and bassist Sting, and over the course of the song, Sting mentions sending an SOS 31 times. In the numerology, number 31 represents practical yet creative energy. Now I will use my practical and creative energy in the search of what we can learn from this song. Time for lyrics. We start the song with a picture of a lonely island at sea. Focus how guitar, drum and bass transform the musical airwaves into waves on the shore. It's a beautiful metaphor of author's psyche. He feels lonely and he wants to change that state. As we are drowning in loneliness, time feels irrelevant. Days, weeks, months, and for some even years or decades lose their meaning. Why should we try if we can't share our victories with our loved ones? In Maslow's pyramid of needs, the love and belonging is our third need right after physiological needs and safety. We as humans crave contact with each other, even the most introverted people. Introverts aren't immune to the feeling of loneliness. The best thing that we could do when we are lonely is to ask for help. Send an SOS, like Sting.
I'll send an SOS to the world. I'll send an SOS to the world. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle, yeah.
A message in a bottle is a form of communication in which a message is sealed in a container, typically a bottle, and released into a conveyance medium, typically a body of water. Messages in bottles have been used to send distress messages in crowdsourced scientific studies of ocean currents as memorial tributes, to send deceased loved ones' ashes on a final journey, to convey expedition reports, and to carry letters or reports from those believing themselves to be doomed. Invitations to prospective pen pals and letters to actual or imagined loved interests have also been sent as messages in bottles. The lore surrounding messages in bottles has often been of a romantic or poetic nature. Use of the term message in a bottle has expanded to include metaphorical uses, or uses beyond its traditional meaning, as bottled messages release into oceans. The term has been applied to plugs on craft launched into outer space, for example, interstellar radio messages.
A year has passed since I wrote my note. I should have known this right from the start. Only hope can keep me together. Love can mend your life, but love can break your heart.
While waiting for a sign of help, we have to teach ourselves a very important skill: patience. Sometimes we have to wait for the change of circumstances. Hope is all. Hope dies last. Hope for romantic love or friendship that can elevate us. But it is important to not get needy. When we are needy, we tend to let ourselves to people of low value. It's just easier to go to the club and forget about our misery for a night. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Chorus repeats, so let's hear the final verse.
Walked out this morning, don't believe what I saw. 100 billion bottles washed up on the shore. Seems I'm not alone in being alone. 100 billion castaways looking for a home.
All the time we are victims of a spotlight effect. We think that we are very different from everybody and that everybody is watching every step we take. We lack the empathy to see beyond our ego and notice that we are not alone in our problems. 100 billion souls sharing this divine experience. If you are listening to me right now, know that in this moment you are not alone. This is what music and other art, including this YouTube video, is about. The space between the creator and the audience. This is what Sting is sharing in this song with us. Chorus repeats, with Sting still asking for a help.
Send it out an SOS. Send it out an SOS. I'm sending out an SOS.
In conclusion, I believe that we, just like Sting, should not be afraid for asking help if we need it. The biggest friend of depression is silence and the lack of change. If we cannot embrace our loneliness and use it productively in creating something new like art, music, business, or YouTube channel, we have to manage ourselves. We should not seek a remedy in our partner. A girlfriend or boyfriend won't cure this deep hole. Only you have that power. You are not alone. You have your body to take care of. And if you are a believer like I am, then for a fact you know that you are not alone. God is with you all the time, even if you forget. Some practical tips for loneliness. Take up a new hobby. Volunteer. Go to the cinema or theater. Write something. Get into books. Go to the gym and adopt a dog. Also, we should search other person's signals. Our friends, family, or even random people can be saved by our intention. Allow yourself to be a lighthouse in their storm. If you want to start helping someone already, please consider leaving a like and subscribe for more videos like that. Don't forget to write your experience with loneliness and ideas for a next song to cover in this series. Many thanks for listening.